All right, hello wine drinking people. Time for more of what I've had to drink yesterday. And those of you that have been watching the program know that there's not a better value in the world of wine today. If you like wort over Isles and what they're doing in Chile, in Argentina, and we just had a visit from one of the big boys in Chile, I believe the fourth largest producer, Santa Carolina Winery, and man, some outstanding wines. Even the entry level, which is Reserva, which they do make a more entry level, but it's not sold in this country, just sold in Chile. But for $12 and $13.50 a bottle, wow, there is a lot of wine in these bottles for that price. And we started out with the 2012 Sauvignon Blanc from Leda, and this is a family-owned winery. They own about 5,000 acres throughout Chile, and they got vineyards all over in the best growing regions. And Leda is going out to the San Antonio coast there, just a little bit west of Casablanca. And this is very good for Sauvignon Blanc, which is where these vineyards are from. And this wine's got a good bit of that kind of peppercini, hot pepper nuance, that spice that you get from Sauvignon Blancs from this region. Some tropical fruits, some papaya, green mango, along with some white grapefruit citrus, and a slight briny note here. Really fresh and bright style that has that peppery spice all the way through the finish and a slight briny note, but a really good little wine for $12 a bottle. All right, the Chardonnay from Casablanca Valley, one of the best areas for Chardonnay in Chile. This wine's got a ripe and fruity bouquet, green apple and pear fruit, some white floral highlights, a little gravelly kind of minerally note there. They use oak, but old barrels, and they also use stainless here. No malolactic. They like that bright citrus there, but they do stir it on the leaves to give it a little richness, a little creaminess on the tongue. This wine's got a nice amount of tree fruit, that green apple and zesty lemon citrus here on the tongue, and a nice balance, short but clean finish. And still very fresh on the second day. Very good juice at $12 a bottle. Wow. And Pinot Noir, you told me I'd be hawking Pinot Noir from Chile, especially cheap stuff a few years ago. Man, I'd say you got to be crazy. This is from the Casablanca Valley also. Kind of light smoky notes to that light savory red berry, strawberry, raspberry fruit. A hint of spice and some dried floral notes there. A nice hint of spice on the palate. A little light though. I mean, really light at $13.50. I'm not expecting a blockbuster Pinot, but this wine's got nice balance, notes of that smoke through the finish, and really pleasant for $13.50. A good little Pinot. Then the Carmenere Reserve. This is the grape that Chile is famous for now. This is the grape that nobody makes better Carmenere than they do in Chile. A lot of the iconic wines today have got a high proportion of Carmenere, like Clos de Palta. Almaviva is going up every year, it seems like. But this is a straight varietal Carmenere. This one's got a nice peppery spice to it. It's not green, but these Carmeneres got a nice pepperiness to them, and also some coffee notes to the black plum and dark cherry fruit, damp black earth. A bit of licorice spice to that dark berry fruit on the palate, with notes of coffee and fresh earth, and that black pepper spice showing through the finish. Nice concentration here, the richest of all these reserve wines for the reds at $13.50, a very good little value. Cabernet Sauvignon Reserve up next. This wine's got some fresh plowed earth, some cigar box spice to that dark currant and dark berry fruit. A nice touch of that spice showing up on the finish here. Some good dark fruit, really smooth, but a short and pleasant finish, echoing a little bit of that nuance from the nose through the finish. A good little wine at $13.50. And then the Reserva de Familia. Hey, this is a wine they only make 3,000 six-packs of from the Valle de Maipo, and it's 100% varietal. Sees a bit of new oak here, 50%, and nice intensity on the bouquet here, and it's a big, heavy bottle, too. And they claim to be, green and carbon neutral, but when you put a wine in a big bottle like this, it doesn't say much for your care or love of the environment, but you want to make it sure people see the wine, and it does stand out. It is a nice package, but unnecessary to put it in such a large bottle, because the wine inside is what we're interested in. This wine, it's got a nice dark, nice bouquet, intense dark berry fruits, black earth, soy, dark cocoa notes, nice complexity, a bit of that peppery kind of herbal note that you get from Chilean wines, but a lot of everything else also. Big and chewy on the tongue with layers of that dark fruit, tobacco spice, and nice structure and depth here. This wine opening up really nicely on the second day. We gave it a notch up score. I always taste things on the second day, just to make sure I got my opinion right. And a couple of these wines went a notch up, because on the second day, they were even better, like this wine. Excellent juice, and $26.50. All right, that's what we had to drink with our friends from Santa Carolina Winery. I'm your host, Andrew Lamposoni, signing off for the Wine Watch, saying remember, always drink the good stuff first.